BonBon-Land is a theme park located in Denmark, and with it being home to over 60 rides and attractions, there is no wonder it is so popular. However, today we're going to count down the top 10 rides at BonBon-Land. Starting off at number 10, we have beaver rafting, and no matter whether you are heading to the park on a hot Danish day and want a fun way to cool down, or you are just looking for a family attraction, then this is just for you. The only thing is, however, it is not all easy rafting, as along your river adventure, not only will you encounter some amazing scenery and theming pieces throughout, but you will also head down some rather rapid waters, drenching waterfalls, and even a few other surprises along the way, being sure to make you soaked for the rest of your day. Have you ever wanted to fly through the air like you have never flown before? Well, if the answer is yes, then you have got to take a ride on our number 9 spot, and I apologise for our pronunciation, Den SKØRE, as on this family swing ride you will be able to board a 1 or 2 person seat that will then rise, tilt and spin through the air, causing you to quite literally swing outwards at mega speeds for the entire 2-minute duration of the ride. How cool is that? And so when also taking into account the rather dizzy giant tortoise on top, this ride should 100% be on your bucket list. For our number 8 spot on our top 10 list, things are starting to become a lot more crazy, as we have Hankatten, and despite it being a so-called family drop tower, it definitely packs a punch, with you and the rest of the thrill seekers in your family rising up a tree, dropping and bouncing over and over again. Although we are still not at the best or worst part, depending on how you look at it, yet, as halfway through the ride you will literally be chucked forwards, and yes, you did hear me right there guys, chucked forwards, creating an experience that you, nor your stomach, will ever forget. If beaver rafting did not get you wet enough though, and you are still looking for even more wet thrills, then do not fear, as for our number 7 position, we have VANDROTTEN, and as you can probably guess by the name, you will get very, and I mean very wet, and you will not be wrong, because along this log flume adventure, not only will your rat boat head around some rather cheesy models, theming pieces and structures, both inside and out, but at the end of the attraction, you'll exit a giant piece of cheese with a humongous drop, really finishing off the ride with a giant splash. It is time for our first roller coaster on the list, as for our number 6 spot, we have VIKTOR VANDORM, and themed towards a water worm. Already this ride should not bug you at all. Ding ding. Okay, that was a horrendous joke. However, this ride sure isn't, as with it being a Sierra Tivoli coaster, as soon as you have boarded the very long train, and for the best overall experience, we would suggest the back row. You'll head around many drops, turns, airtime hills, helixes and straight sections, making both a perfect first ever coaster that definitely deserves a spot on our top 10 list. Top 5, and coming in for this position, we have ALBATOSSEN, the park's Zamperla Disco, and so with this ride being one of the most common rides around the world, for starters, if you are visiting the park on a busy day, then we would suggest riding the more unique attractions first. Yet if you do get a chance to ride, you'll definitely not be disappointed, with your giant 24-person disc both rising up and down the U-shaped track, in addition to spinning around and around and around non-stop. And you do not need to be a rocket scientist to know that this is totally awesome. Get your sick bags ready, as for our number 4 spot, we have Hankatten. And trust me when I say it has taken the word dizzy quite literally to the next level. And here is how. Now of course it would not be an amazing coaster without many twists, turns, drops and airtime hills, and this ride is no different. Yet what makes it so crazy is the fact that in addition to all of this, as well as a few wild mass elements and helixes, your inwards facing car will freely spin around non-stop. So yeah, this ride is plain down crazy. The question is, however, would you be brave enough to ride? Comment down below. Here we are at the top 3 rides at the park, and if you are scared of heights then look away now, as we have COBRATÅRNET, and with it standing at a height of 40 meters in the air, already I know some of you are going to be like, no way Jose. However, it does not stop there, as once you have made it to this height, not only will you get an amazing view across the park and surrounding area, but before you can say, wow, Tom, you are right, that really is an amazing view, will plummet back down to planet Earth in a matter of seconds, causing even the bravest of thrill seekers in the group to hold on tight. You can't have a theme park without a gyro swing ride, and BonBon-Land is no exception. As for our number 2 position, we have SVINGARM, and wow, if you have never done one of these rides before, well then you are in for a treat, because as soon as you and up to 39 other thrill seekers have boarded the giant outwards facing disc, you will both spin around in circles as well as rock back and forth at a speed of 117 kilometers an hour until you reach a whopping height of 45 meters. Therefore, there is no doubt in my mind that a trip to the park is nowhere near complete without a ride on this rather petrifying flat ride. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in our opinion for the best ride at the park, we have got no other than VILDSVINET. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every great part, we would literally be here all day. Yet to start from the beginning, from the moment you walk into the park and see this giant 70-foot tall Gerstlauer Eurofighter, you will instantly want to take a ride. And you should definitely do just that, as words literally cannot describe how amazing that 97-degree drop over bank turn, helix as well as the loop is. And so I think it is very easy to see why it is at our number 1 spot. Thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.